Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Look like Lethal Mindset about to get into his bag on this one. Oh, shit, the spin move. Don't reach like that, young blood. God damn. Oh, shit. Gotta get to the rim, though. Gotta get to the rim and do something with it. Oh, shit. Another spin move. Oh, my God. I said spin move. I don't know why I said that shit, but good luck, Lethal. God. It's good, YouTube. Back at it again. Coming off our first loss of the season, it is what it is, man. Can't win them all. But at the end of the day, it's about learning from it and getting better. All right, so going into this particular game, y'all see the team, see what we're rocking with today. I just want to improve on what we've been doing from season to season, though. See how good we can make the record. Get ready to start competing against some really challenging teams. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I got my 5. You got your 5. Let's see who 5 is better. Key matchup of the day. The 2 big men. Now, going into this small little rant, it's true. I don't know how most people feel about this. It's not true in real basketball, but in 2K, center is the easiest position to play. Like, you get all the glory, you get all the praise, you get all the stats, and you have to do the least amount of work. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not trying to, like, hate on anybody that plays the big man position. Honestly, a lot of people don't like playing big just because a lot of times you don't get to touch the ball as much. The only time you get to touch it is if you put yourself in position to get it. But honestly, on 2K, when you play on a Pro-Am team, center is by far the easiest thing to play. Everything gets funneled down into you. I played with a lot of great centers over the years, from Dynasty to hard to guard. Jamaica plays big now, D-Mac plays big now, but I got to a point where I tell my guys I don't really think I need a center for the way that I play. Right? From the team concept and everything, I don't necessarily need a center. Like, I don't view any of my teammates as center. So if a teammate of mine comes with like a 7'1", 7'2", 7'3" center, it's like, if you can do the things that I require from you to do, which is knock down shots, grab some defensive rebounds, and kind of hold your own on the switch, I'm fine with it. I don't care. But since I'm trying to switch everything, meaning like I will guard the center, you got to be able to guard the point guard, I don't really like view none of my teammates as centers like that. Like D-Mac, he's on the 16 right now. I view more so as like a power forward or more of a wing player. I think that just fits the style a little bit better. As long as you can rebound and switch, get steals, things like that, that's more so what I look for as from a big, as opposed to just looking for a center. Because like the way I view this team shit, honestly, we all have to do something to help each other. Right? Like, for example, I'm the point guard. I can rebound, I can pass, I can make layups and dunks. I can't shoot, so somebody has to be able to shoot. And vice versa, they might be able to shoot, rebound, and defend, but they probably can't pass. Or somebody can defend, shoot, get steals, but they can't get blocks. Like as a team, we all should be making builds that not only support the strategy, but help each other out. Because at the end of the day, a team that switches everything like mine does for the most part, you're going to, like, at some point in time, yes, another team is going to get a favorable matchup. They're going to find some way to exploit what we do. All I have done with the strategy is try to minimize the way we can be exploited. If everybody can guard everybody, then nobody should be getting like pretty much torched one-on-one. Right? Pretty much outside of whoever's guarding the point guard. Obviously, I look at that a little bit differently because point guards have all the offense in the world. Maybe in the shooting guard, all the offense in the world. They're supposed to score. Just make it tough. And I always say with like guarding other point guards and shit, your point if you're going against like a really good point guard, he can have his 30 points. He just can't get those 10 assists. Right? So when I'm telling you to help and bait and do all these other things, you have to do it with a sense of, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help you, but I'm still not gonna let my man score. Like, I'd rather the point guard get 50 than to watch that motherfucker get like 20 points for 15 assists. Because if he got 15 assists, there's nothing we can do. So playing center, for the most part, let's just break it down. You got two type of centers. You got your inside center and your outside center. Right? There's really no difference outside of those two. I don't care if they athletic, defensive, can shoot, none of that. You have an inside big and an outside big. The inside big will probably be a lot stronger, more rebounding, better at setting screens, very good at getting offensive rebounds, shit like that. Your outside center is a little bit more finesse. Obviously, being able to knock down a 3-ball gives you a leg up on anybody you're playing against because you're forcing an automatic mismatch. Because if you're playing pick and roll and that point guard drags it out, that center pops out to the 3-point line, that means you now have either a lockdown or a point guard guarding you. Doesn't really matter. Either way, you're bigger than the person guarding. And it lets the point guard have an advantage because typically it's going to be a lot bigger, slower defender guarding him, which is most of the time the other team's center. And when it comes down to playing the center position, let's just be honest, it's hard to keep one on a team. Go ask other point guards that have been doing this Proam shit for a minute. I promise you they'll tell you it's very hard to keep a center unless like you got a brother or a cousin that just wants to play that shit, but no, it's hard to keep them. Like I said, I've had Dynasty, who was a tremendous center. RDH Hawk played center for me before. T-Will played center for me before. Hard to Guard was my center a couple of years ago. And now Jamaica, he's been running big the last couple of years, which I've been thankful for. But I tell my teammates all the time, no, it's very hard to keep any type of big, whether it's power forward or center. It's hard to keep them because you're pretty much asking them to do a lot without receiving the credit for it. At least at center. Center is the only position that is an automatic triple-double threat. 10 rebounds should be nothing, right? You're probably going to grab 7 defensive rebounds anyway, right? You're probably going to get at least 3 offensive, just depending on your game style. From there, out of those 7 attempts, at least 5 of those got to be transition buckets. Like you get the rebound, just throw it down the court. You should get easy points, easy assists off that. And then from there, it's just half-court offense. You're going to get some points from there. So like, you're an automatic triple-double threat without really having to do much. And the only thing that gets most centers is the fact that once they start going against another center that's just as good, like let's just say you got 99 rebounding. Doesn't really matter whether it's offensive or defensive. Just say you got 99 rebound. As soon as you go against another center that has 99, then the only thing that's separating y'all two is the other factors like strength, badges, positioning. If he's better at getting positioning to you, most centers get mad at that. Like, that's where I probably lost most of my bigs before. It's like, they be killing that center, right? We're winning. And then we finally go against somebody he can't out-rebound. Right, this is just through the history of the teams, the centers I've had. They finally get out-rebounded for once. I know Dirk Wahlberg. He was a center of mine for people that know Dirk. Dirk was a great center. Great fucking center. Soon as he went up against a center that can rebound just as well as him, and he didn't look as good for a couple of games, all of a sudden, he don't want to do that shit no more. I look at Dirk now. Dirk playing point guard. You see how that works? And like I said, center is the easiest position to play because you get the most reward but happen to do the least. It's not hard to hold your nuts. You feel me? It's not hard. It's literally not hard. You see how that center just held his nuts and went down to try to lay it up? It's not hard to do that. You literally hold circle for like 3 seconds and then you roll to the paint. It's not hard to do that. Right? If your point guard is going to throw up a bad shot, but he know you going to get it because you're rolling down without somebody boxing you out. It's just not hard to do that. It's just the truth. You know, a missed shot go up, you probably the closest one to the basket. It's not hard. Like, look at D-Mac. All he did was hold his hands up. You know, if somebody take a bad shot right now, look at where he at, right by the paint. If he miss, it's a good chance he's gonna come down with the rebound. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good chance. So you can get all those stats and everything for doing the least amount, which is it's not a bad deal if you think about it. You know, I'm not trying to sit on centers and I'm not trying to say they don't work hard or nothing, but from a 2K perspective, that's the easiest position to play, in my opinion. Right? I played center before. I know the frustrations of it. If too many people is in your way, clear the paint. I got the paint. Y'all don't have to worry about that. I'll get the rebound. Y'all don't have to worry about that. You know, when everybody trying to crash in and steal your rebounds, I get it. Shooting because you don't have as high as 3 ball can be difficult. I get it. You know, but it is what it is. You know, everybody's just trying to make a build that works for them. As you see D-Mac just tip it and come over the rebound. You know what I'm saying? But I always want to give credit for people that are willing to make centers, because a lot of people don't want to be that position. It's demanding. When you don't come up with the rebounds, people yell at you. You know, when you're not doing what you feel like you should be doing with that build, it's frustrating. So I get all those different factors, but at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. Now, coming off a loss, right? My thing when playing 2K, I never want to lose 2 games in a row. Right, because at the point we lose 2, I don't like, the only time it's gonna be acceptable to really lose more than 1 game in a row is when you're playing against the same team that just beat you. Right, because they already beat you before, so they show they can beat you. And at the point they beat you again, they're just obviously a better team at this particular time and moment. Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if we're playing a series and we lose the series like 3-0, it is what it is, man. That team was just better than us. Their strategy and what the things they do give us problems for what we're trying to do. That's all that means. I said this many a times. My team has gotten to the highest of high in 2K. Like, there's no better team than us on 2K. Right? I'm not saying there's teams that can't beat us, but us losing is very less about talent. It's very talent is not the reason why we can lose games anymore. The only times we're going to lose games for real at this moment in time is if we miss shots. That's pretty much it. I'm not worried about the offense. I'm not worried about the defense. I'm not even worried about the little things anymore. I'm always going to preach the little things because you constantly need a reminder so you can stay up to date and remember to keep doing those things. But I can guarantee you, I can pretty much bet my bottom, like everything in my bank account, that after playing with me and my team play with other people, they will not understand how other people play different from us. I can pretty much bet my bottom dollar on it. Like, I have simplified the way we play so much and made it so easy and so simple that when they play with like their friends or other stuff like that, in their mind, their friends just suck, because we have made it look so easy to be able to win games. Like, the shit I run works in 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. It don't matter what you play. When it comes to 2K, this style, this system that we run works. Like, it's been proven that it works game in and game out. So losing more than once, like, it's hard for me to see it. And like, to be honest, it's not a bad thing. Losses humble you. So as good as I'm saying my team is, when we do lose a game here and there, it's humbling. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes I always say we need a good loss. You know, we'd be on like a 20, 25 game win streak and you get numb to winning. Like, instead of working for it, it becomes expected, right? For me, it's a little bit different. The only thing I look at when my team plays is, like, I tell them sometimes I see greatness. And when I see greatness like that, I have to see it again. And then I got to see it again after that. I got to keep seeing it to the end of time. When we play, I always want to see greatness, right? Because you never know when we won't get a chance to play anymore, and the only thing that I'm gonna have is to look back at these videos and be like, damn, we was cold-blooded, we was really like that. Like, so that's why I tell them all the time, cherish the times that we playing, make sure that communication is good. So if somebody can't play or something like that, just communicate it. It's simple as that. If you're going to play with another team, just communicate it. It's never a big deal. Typically, when teams start going bad or start going sour, as you can see, that's pretty much going to happen in this third quarter when shit start going sour. It's because of people not communicating, get too comfortable. And like I said, things become expected. Like, you expect people to just want to play as bad as you do. You expect people to be just as available as you are. And when you're playing, you expect people to give it the same respect and courtesy that you would give it. But one thing I've realized over time is you have to respect everybody where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put in nearby as many hours playing this game as I used to. Like, I'm putting out more videos now instead of playing. And I'm saying this for a reason. It's like, at one point in time, like, especially when I was a lot younger and I was like really playing this shit, I would be very mad to like go, hell, like 2-3 days without playing. Like, I'd be like that frustrated about not playing. Now that I'm a lot older, a lot more mature, things are just a little bit more important. I just try to value the time that I do get a chance to play. Because at some point, this is going to come to an end. Like, I don't want to come to an end no time soon, but it's like, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't think I'm going to be 40, 50 years old still playing 2K. You know, if I am, I think that'd be great, because there's still a way to connect with people younger, still a way to still talk about basketball, things like that. But what 2K was for me growing up and what it's been like in my 20s, it just ain't that for me no more. As I'm at the beginning of my 30s, but I'm only 31, so I'm still young, but like, it's just not what it used to be for me. So the fact that I do have a great team now and I do have great teammates, I just want to appreciate the times that we get to play. And like, I know at some point, because it always happens, you know, guys, you know, get different jobs or have to move or their schedules change. At some point, you got to replace guys and try to get new guys in there. But for the time being, I just want to tell my team, I'm truly thankful for all the memories we got. I like making all these videos, you know, so on and so forth. Like, this has been a great experience. Just for 3 2Ks now, I done had pretty much the same roster, and we've been dominant every single year. Even as bad as 24 was, and 24 was fucking terrible. You know, I still had fun playing with my guys at the time I had a chance to. Because a lot of shit went on last year. Anyway, I know that's a lot. That's a big rant. There's probably a lot of shit y'all didn't care to hear, but like, when you get time to give people their flowers, give it to them. You know, I'm very big on that. I'm very big on respecting people's time and letting them know how I really feel. You know, I'm very appreciative. I like people to know that. But jumping back to this particular game, that third quarter didn't go the way I planned it, right? Team came all the way back, and now we got to figure out how we want to get the lead back. So when you're in these close games, you're coming off a loss, you was feeling good this game, and then the team came all the way back. This is when somebody just has to take over. All right, it probably ain't gonna be me. I know y'all see my nice stat line up there and everything, but a lot of times it's not gonna be me. The way I come back in games is by doing my role. I know that sounds crazy. Like I said, sometimes you look at these stats, but I'm telling you, I'm doing my role. My role is to get these guys open shots. Their job is to do the scoring and knock it down and like put the game away. My role is to try to help with boards, play defense, do all the little shit that I can do. Right? Savage, he's the scorer. He's the one I'm gonna get the ball to so he can take the game over. Strap, he's the sharpshooter. He's the one I'm gonna get a ball to so he can knock the shot down. Jamaica, he's another playmaker. He the one I'm gonna get a ball to just to see what he do with it. Right? So when you in these moments, it's about just being a star in your role. And the more you can be a star in your role, the better you're gonna be. Right? So at this point, look, I get a ball to Jamaica, he makes a play. That's what he does. So like, once you build those chemistry and those habits, you can come back, bounce off of a loss, and make the most of it. Just make the most of it. Like, win, lose, or draw. This ain't the time after we lost to be like, oh, we gotta make brand new builds and your player gotta be able to do this. All of a sudden, I gotta have a guy that can shoot. Like, no, it don't work like that. Like, it's even been times where I've seen people like shooting. And the only thing about shooting somebody out the game, like sometimes you don't have a choice. I remember very vividly we had a game with D-Mac. D-Mac could not buy a three-pointer. And the other teams just kept letting him shoot, kept letting him shoot, kept letting him shoot. He eventually knocked down about 3 threes that helped us seal the game. But the whole team had confidence and just told him, hey, keep shooting. Same thing with Jamaica. Jamaica, like, he'll have a game where he go like 7 for 7, and then he'll give you the next game, he go 1 for 7. And the only thing I tell him is like, okay, he taking good shots, but like, remember you're a playmaker as well. Like, we can run our little famous play ace, kind of get you going, get an assist or something. Try to give you a chance to go to the free throw line, take this backdoor cut, but all in all, keep shooting, because if you're wide open, I can live with any of my teammates taking a wide open three-pointer. I don't care who it is. Right? Obviously, some people gonna shoot better than others. Blaze, he has like a 94 3 ball. I can live with him taking a wide open 3. Strap, I think he has like an 83 3 ball. I can live with him taking that. D-Mac, I think got like a 74 3 ball. I can live with him taking that. It doesn't matter, because the strategy says, I'm giving you a shot that's wide open and uncontested. Shoot the ball with confidence, and I can always live with that at the end of the day. So, we did our thing here. I felt like D-Mac got the better of his matchup for the most part. I think he did a great job just controlling the tempo of the game. Like, not all the time is it about scoring points. Like, if you grabbing a rebound, allowing me to push the ball up the court at a certain pace, that's controlling the tempo. Right? If D-Mac gets the ball and flings it all the way down court, because that's what he wants to do, so be it. Right? That creates tempo, that creates pace. Those are the things I look at. Like, can you do your role well enough to give our team an advantage? And I think D-Mac did that very well. Did a great job of protecting the rim. Always put himself in position to grab the rebound, and that I get it, he might have a stat for it, but it means a lot because it limits their chances to get rebounds. It gave me a chance to get rebounds. Just him simply boxing out is why I get a chance to get 10 rebounds. So all those little things come into play. And I just felt like he got the better of his matchup this particular game. I can't ask for nothing more than that. And that's the reason why we was able to come back, get a win. And we'll continue to get better. Savage was a dog all game. Strap was a dog all game. Hey man, we really hard to beat when we play like this. That's all I can say. We really hard to beat. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you've been rocking with me, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Hopefully y'all got something out of this video. It's been Lethal. Catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.